Really quick, inquiries will fall off your credit report after 2 years, and I definitely want you to note that. Inquiries are not really a big deal. They don't really affect your credit unless you have an excessive amount of inquiries. So you definitely want to keep, your applications down to a minimum if you know for a fact you're not pre-approved, and also watch out for those letters that come in the mail about being pre-approved for a credit card. And some of us have had it happen where we fill out the credit application and we're not approved, but we get hit with that hard inquiry. So be mindful of that. Always use pre-approval links and do those before you go doing a hard inquiry, because that does pull out your credit. And typically after the 2 years, the inquiries will fall off by themselves, and you'll get between a 1 to 5 point increase on your credit. Nothing major, but it just kind of depends on how many inquiries fall off at that time. All right, cool. So the first way that you can remove an inquiry will be writing a dispute letter. You can write a dispute letter directly to the company that you notice an inquiry was from. Hold on, y'all. You can write a letter to the company that you notice an inquiry was from. You can basically tell them that you didn't authorize the inquiry, you don't recognize it, and don't understand where this come from, and ask them to remove it immediately. And if you know for a fact that you didn't do it, you could go to ftc.com or I think it's ftc.gov. I will correct myself on the screen, and submit a FTC report for fraudulent inquiries, and you can also send that along with the letter as proof that you did take the necessary steps to get these off your credit. If you legit didn't do it, don't do that. If you did it and you just forgot you did it, or you did it and you're just trying to clean up your credit, don't do that, because you'll get in trouble. But yeah, go to ftc.gov, or I believe it's ftc.com. It's one of them, and fill out the form. Let them know that you have inquiries on your credit that you didn't authorize. And then once you get to the end of that form, print out copies for yourself, and send a copy of that along with the dispute letter. Just a simple dispute letter listing the inquiry and the date, and letting that company know that you didn't authorize it, and just have them to remove it. Or you could do that same thing, but you would send that letter, the FTC and the dispute letter, to the credit bureaus, and just skip the company altogether, and then you have it removed that way. Or you could call the credit bureaus, and now would be the perfect time to call, meaning now during this pandemic would be the perfect time to even do credit repair work, period. It's the perfect time. But we're on disputes. We're on inquiries. Talking about inquiries right now. So definitely call the credit bureaus. Wherever you look on your credit report and you know for a fact you didn't authorize the inquiry, call the credit bureaus and let them know, I did not. As I was looking over my credit report, I noticed some inquiries that I didn't authorize, and I would like to have those removed from my credit report immediately. And they're going to tell you that you need to call the company, yada yada yada. You let them know you already called the company. The company said there's nothing that they could do, and that the company told you basically to call the credit bureaus, and that's what you did. You're doing what the company told you to do. They're going to say, they may or may not ask you if you filed a police report. If they did, just say no. No, I didn't do that. I'm just calling you just like the company told me to do. And they're going to ask you for the inquiries. Make sure you do not dispute inquiries that are tied to an open account. Don't do it. Please don't do that. And then once you tell them the inquiries and the date, they will go in and delete them. And that, my friends, is how you get rid of inquiries on your credit report. It's simple, it's easy, a phone call or a letter. I will have an example of a dispute letter in my description box. I hope they help somebody. Y'all have a great day. And I will be posting a collection video later to help you remove collections. All right, y'all, peace.